I am Richard Konteh, Minister of Trade and Industry, Sierra Leone, but before that, I was the first Deputy Minister for Finance and Economic Development with specific responsibility for economic development in Sierra Leone.
Yes, and with your extensive background in finance and trade and industry, why would you say that investors should consider Sierra Leone when they think about investing in Africa?
I would say that Sierra Leone is the right place to do business or to invest because we have all the basic fundamentals for that to happen. We have a very conducive climate attractive to investors, and that has been sanctioned by the World Bank last year when they were ranked 6th among the top 10 leading reformers in the world. And this year, the report has just come out, and we've made an additional 8-point improvement on the Doing Business Index. That should suggest that the fundamentals are in place. Beyond that, we also have some of the best incentives for investors anywhere else in Africa. We also have what investors should look out for. We have opportunities in mining, we have opportunities in oil and gas, we have opportunities in agriculture, we have opportunities in tourism, we have opportunities in infrastructure, early investments, and we believe that investors can come in and take advantage of the fact that our democracy is growing, which over the last 5 years or so has seen a gradual improvement in our rankings with the Mo Index and other democratic indices across the world. It's a very peaceful country. We have had 3 successive elections since the war ended. All have gone peacefully. We have a very peaceful climate. We have some of the most serene environments for investors, and we believe that this is now the time for them to come and take advantage, and you can partner with government under our new PPP arrangements, or you can even go it solo. We will make the environment conducive for you to operate.
Okay. Indeed, Sierra Leone is stable right now. You have elections very soon now. If President Koroma gets re-elected, then the safety is guaranteed for a much longer period of time, which of course is conducive for the investors. Now, you said that you've gone up the ranking in the World Bank Index of Doing Business. What made you go up? What have you changed in order to improve on that?
Well, what we have done are the following. One, we've made it easier to register a business. We don't have a one-stop shop. We have also made it easier to enforce contracts, because oftentimes in African countries, the small area that has a snag oftentimes is the fact that you can't enforce contracts, and people easily renege on agreements. So we have a fast-track commercial court that can ensure that happens. We also have a credit reference bureau in place that is there to ensure that we deal with the issue of bad debts and those types of issues. We also have improved upon our paying taxes regimes, our transport facilitation, our trade facilitation issues with the deduction for SICUDA, which has seen a significant improvement in the import and export processes, and we have also improved upon our land registration, our issues around work permit, etc., etc. All of these innovations, all of these reforms, together with the legal instruments that go with them, have really helped to present Sierra Leone as the right place to do business.
Now, most people know that Sierra Leone has attracted people for the mining. You just started a really big project in agriculture as well. Apart from agriculture and mining, what sectors would you most welcome new foreign investors?
Well, what we have actually tried to do is to attract investments in industry. Today we are here talking about, among other things, issues of EPAs. EPAs for me would not mean anything if, as a country, we don't have anything to export. And for us to be able to export, it starts with our industry. I'm pleased to report that we have initialed the term sheet for the establishment of a steel plant in Sierra Leone. We are also at an advanced stage in our engagement with potential investors to process some of our agricultural produce in country, like our cocoa, our coffee. We now have a fruit juice processing factory in Sierra Leone, and we are hoping that very soon we'll also have a polishing and cutting and polishing industry to be able to add value to our produce. I think one of the issues we've had over the years is that we export all of our things raw. And when that happens, as a country, we don't benefit much. And when we don't benefit much, even the jobs for our youth are not created. So with these additional improvements, we hope that we'll create the jobs, we will grow the economy, and we hope to be a win-win situation for all and sundry involved in this process.
Okay. Now, the country is has had war, and a lot of people think that Sierra Leone is still a dangerous place to go to. I've been there a few times, so I know that it's not true. But maybe it's good if you also say a little bit about the stability for those investors.
Sierra Leone is one of the few countries in the world where our police do not carry guns. It is also one of the few countries in the world where our president drives himself around the country without security. It's also one of the few countries in the world where a visitor would feel most welcomed at any time, including even at night. And I believe that these are unique traits for a country that is stable. And we have also witnessed 3 successive democratic elections, one of which witnessed a change of power, or transfer of power from an incumbent government onto the opposition. I think these are unique traits only a country can offer, and the prospects for stability moving forward are very good.
Okay. Now, maybe you can also say something about the help that people can get when they want to invest in Sierra Leone, for example, SLIPA.
We also have in place in Sierra Leone an investment and export promotion agency. That institution, which is under the Ministry of Trade and Industry, was set up specifically to ensure that investors wishing to come into the country have the information that they need even before they come. It is also the that is there to ensure that we do our due diligence checks on institutions or individuals wishing to come and invest in the country. Once that has been done, this system will then invite them to Sierra Leone and link them up with the relevant institutions and facilitate such meetings and information gathering opportunities. When eventually all has been done and the investors settle into the country, they also have to provide aftercare services for them. So it is their own first port of call when they come to the country, and to also be their own first port of call whenever they have issues that need to be overcome. And we, as the ministry, would then work together to ensure that when any issues come up, they are dealt with promptly.
Yeah. Would you say that because of the war and because of some years of difficulties, there are more opportunities for investors now because for so long nothing
Well, generally, we would always say that wherever there is a problem, wherever there are challenges, wherever there are traces of underdevelopment, they offer huge opportunities for the investor. That is precisely what the case is in Sierra Leone. Because of the war and the devastation that took place, and because of the fact that not much emphasis was put on development over the years, there are huge opportunities across the board. But over and above that, the country on its own has huge potentials. We are blessed with minerals, all types of minerals all over the country, ranging from diamonds to iron ore to rutile to bauxite, etc. We also have huge offshore deposits of hydrocarbons, which again will offer opportunities. But even in the area of agriculture, we have over 54 million hectares of arable land, less than 11% of that is currently under cultivation. We also have a strategic location in terms of access to the Americas, to Europe, which will make it very easy to commute. We also have a generally conducive climate in terms of natural climate, in terms of rainfall and other conditions that are just ripe for investment. And now, since we know that energy is key to investments, energy is key to business, we also have huge potentials in the area of either hydropower or solar energy. And as a government, we've made green industry a key pillar for our transformation, and we hope that potentials therefore do exist in those sectors for huge investments in terms of improving upon that energy potential, which will then make businesses to cut down on their overheads significantly.
Okay. One last advice for investors?
The time to come is actually yesterday, but you can come tomorrow and make sure that you take full advantage of all the opportunities that are there for you. As a government, we will remain receptive to your ideas, we will remain receptive to the issues you would raise, and we'll try as much as possible to make it a win-win for all of us.
The European Times Sierra Leone issue, we did that. I hope you were happy with it.
Very happy with it, and I think my colleagues are also very happy. We've had opportunities to discuss it a few times, and I think everybody seems fairly happy with the quality of the production, the content, and I believe that is precisely why we are actually having this discussion today.
Okay, very good. So I thank you for the interview.
Thank you very
much.
And
I wish you all the luck with attracting those foreign investors.
Thank you very much, and come again to see the beauty that comes out of all of it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.